Good evening, everybody. Hi, Becky. What a night last night. Wow. Evening, Elizabeth. Hey, hi, Alan. Alan, did you guys have any damage out your way last night? Absolutely, Elizabeth. Yeah, what a long night last night, guys. Yeah, words can't really express what we went through last night. Out of all the number of years that I've been following weather and the passion for weather, have I seen what happened to a line of storms once it crossed the state line. I have never seen before. So it was definitely a historic night from a weather perspective. Thank goodness there wasn't any injuries, no casualties here in Missouri. Unfortunately, there were some in the state of Oklahoma last night, which was very tragic. We're still getting pictures and video and information from the large tornado that was, while we were going live, a tornado emergency was issued for down in Oklahoma. So they're still going through the rubble down there. But last night here in West Central Missouri, we were fortunate enough to have Nader Boys here with us last night, helped keeping an eye on the streams. Of course, I had to go to my day job today, so I was a little bit on the sluggish side today, to say the least. But one thing, you kind of tonight, just kind of sitting back, kind of reflecting on some of the things that had gone on. I took several snapshots of radar while we were filming live last night, mainly because I've never seen anything like this before. So at one point in time, we had 19 tornado warnings stretching from Iowa, Missouri, down through Arkansas, all the way down to Tulsa. They actually put Missouri under a derecho warning, which, a similar scenario set up in Iowa here a few years back, went through Cedar Rapids, did millions of dollars worth of damage. And again, we're lucky that we did not sustain the damage, even though I've got tons of pictures pouring in from minor damage around West Central Missouri. The hardest hit, I do believe, was right around Lowry City, Osceola. Several pictures coming in from that area of uprooted trees. Of course, we've had a lot of rain that had helped aid a lot of these trees that were falling over last night. We had some barns destroyed. We had a lot of damage throughout West Central Missouri, but luckily it was mainly rural. Most of the metropolitan areas, is what I call them, more populated areas, didn't sustain that kind of damage. So we're very fortunate. Here is a screenshot Here's a screenshot, one of the ones that I took last night. And again, this was last night. And as you can see at this point in time, we had roughly 3, 4, 5, 6 tornado warnings going on simultaneously just in west central Missouri. Just in our counties, we had 6 going on at the same time. So trying to make sure that we keep up with Warrensburg, with Sedalia, with Smithton, with Tightwad, with Warsaw, Lincoln, Colcamp, down to Larry City, Iconium, Boy Scout Camp, Osceola. Everybody was under the gun last night, and that's one of the reasons why it was a little bit before this. Once those storms hit the state line, they began to intensify. And I know Isaac and I talked about this. I did some old school forecasting on a little dry erase board. And it looked like the convergence line was going to be right around the state line, and that's exactly what happened. The dry line and the frontal boundary met up with each other. They caught up with each other, and then with the low-level jet adding the rotational effect, just absolutely blew these storms through the roof. So very, very active night last night, and again, we're very thankful. I have not heard or any reports of injuries and or major damage. There was a lot of minor damage out there. We did have, I seen a couple pictures of houses that had fallen onto a house. Saw 2 different pictures here in west central Missouri that happening. But luckily nobody was injured. So that's the most important aspect. There was several warnings that we were able to get out a minute, sometimes 2 minutes before the weather radio would go off, which in a situation like this, an extra minute, an extra 2 minutes can make all the difference in the world. So I feel like it was very successful last night, helping keep west central Missouri, and again I want to make sure I give a big thanks to Isaac from Nader Boys. He was a trooper. He got over here about 7 o'clock last night. We set everything up. We started talking about some of the ingredients that are coming together, getting our views in line, and then it was showtime. So thank you, Isaac. I know you're in here. I seen you actually post here just a moment ago. Make sure you guys give them some support. We're both west central Missouri boys with full-time jobs, so they do a really good job. They're in it for the community, and of course in today's day and age, it is not cheap to do what they do with gas at $3.50 a gallon. Equipment upkeep and the whole 9 yards. They have a t-shirt promo out there on their Facebook site. You can purchase a t-shirt from them. That money, the proceeds, will go back to help fund some of their equipment and their storm chase. So I encourage you guys to check them out. So let's get in what our next chance for severe weather. Here is the Storm Prediction Center threat assessment for tomorrow. Now, this is very, very conditional threat for west central Missouri tomorrow. Number one, you notice we're not in the bullseye of this thing like we were yesterday. However, there is a very, very large day 2 enhanced risk for severe weather. So it's very, very conditional, and I'm going to tell you why. As soon as we go through the wind threat tomorrow, we're in the slight risk category in the yellow, And the hail, we're actually going to be in the hatched risk. And basically, that's significant hail, which we have a 10% chance or better within 25 miles of any given point to get 2-inch or larger hail tomorrow. So we are in a significant risk for that tomorrow. And then, of course, the tornado threat is not zero, but most of us are sitting about the 2% chance, which I say the bulk of the tornadic activity is going to be points from Springfield east down south of right along the I-44 corridor. So if you live down here around the Springfield area, tomorrow is going to be a pretty strong day for severe storms down in southwest Missouri. I know the Storm Prediction Center and the National Weather Service both have kind of hinted that some of the ingredients are kind of coming together for some tornadoes down here in southwest and south central Missouri over into Illinois. That this right here, we may in the morning wake up to an actually it would be a 15% chance, an upgrade to the tornado risk right down here near Springfield. So we definitely want to keep an eye on that for those in southwest Missouri. But for most of us, the hail threat is going to be the biggest issue tomorrow. We're not going to get a lot of storms. We've got 2 potential rounds of storms. The first one coming in the morning. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at why this is conditional. For one, I'm gonna throw up 2 models, and this is the reason why it's conditional. These are both short-term models, meaning they're sampling real-time information, real-time data from the weather balloons. I'm going to put this into motion here, and I want you to notice the location of the low pressure system that is going to come up right here, about where my cursor is right now. But we are going to, let me get this up here just a little bit. There we go. So this is tonight, and then we go overnight tonight until in the morning. Notice right around the 7-8 o'clock time frame, we begin to get some thunderstorms in this area. And notice where this low pressure system is, right here over Iola, Kansas. Fairly strong, 996 millibar low, and it kind of wobbles just a little bit and ends up here in west central Missouri. Now, this is going to be the focus of what they call a triple point. Let me jump over here real quick, and I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about. And it's not too complicated. It's just going to show you why we will have a chance to see some severe weather tomorrow. You've got this cold front. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta actually click on the pen first. For some reason, this is not one to cooperate. But anyway, let's just go ahead and exit out of this thing. Alright, so basically a triple point is you got your low pressure system, you've got a cold front, and you're going to have a dry line. Where these 3 intersect is called the triple point. And along that triple point is where you can, that's going to be where the most rotation, that's where the most lifting is going to be associated with. And so the location of this low is going to be pretty critical on our storm chances in the morning. So now let's just jump over here to the North American model short term, and let's take a look where that location of that low pressure system is. So we go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look where that low is now. It's down here by Joplin, about 100 miles to the south. And it stays down there around Springfield. And strong storms developed down here by noon, before noon, and right around Springfield. And it kind of leaves most of west central Missouri just with some scattered thunderstorms. So it's likely non-severe. So, and then this line of storms is going to start congealing into a solid line of storms that will march across southern Missouri that will pose a conditional threat for tornadoes and severe weather. But it's the location of that low pressure system that the models cannot figure out where it's going to go. And that's critical to our severe storm chances tomorrow. And then as we go into tomorrow afternoon to 2 or 3 o'clock, notice that we start getting some more thunderstorms down here around Springfield. This could be 90 miles to the north. That could be up here around west central Missouri. So we're going to have to kind of play it by ear. So I am actually going to I'm going to turn the computers off tonight, and I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and we are going to be up and drinking coffee in the morning early. And I am going to go live, and we're going to discuss this conditional severe threat that we have for tomorrow, and we'll see where that low pressure system is actually going to end up. And that will be a key to where the severe storms will take place tomorrow. I'm going to take a look here at Alan, sorry to hear about more roof damage. That's never no good. Good, Greg. I'm glad no damage north of Warrensburg. And that is we actually had somebody that was in our group last night. Everybody was hearing all the B-2 bombers that were taken off, and that is exactly the reason why we heard them. Was they were getting all of the planes out of the hangars ahead of these storms. So that's exactly why we were hearing them last night. So that actually happened at a couple other air bases. They were actually had a tracker, and I seen that somewhere today. They actually had an airplane tracker that was showing all the planes taken off of these Air Force bases, getting away from the storms. So I think Tinker Air Base was another air base that had a lot of aircraft that moved during that time. So yeah, that was kind of spooky too. We had this line of thunderstorms moving in. We got B-2 stealth bombers heading out of Whiteman. Yeah, that was kind of spooky last night. Hey, you bet, Justin. Samantha, is it going to be storming in Clinton tomorrow morning? I do believe we'll have some thunderstorms in the area, regardless of which model we're going to be looking at. Now, the severity of those storms is really going to be based upon where that low pressure system is. But I'd say probably in the morning, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, we will likely be seeing some thunderstorms. And how severe, I'm not sure yet. We do have the potential. We got the ingredients. We got the dew points. We're going to be up there in the low 60s tomorrow morning. So around 8, 9 o'clock, we're going to have dew points near 63, 64 degrees. So of course we got that low pressure system sitting right on top of us, a triple point. So we could get some severe weather first thing in the morning. Now remember, I do work a day job, so I'm gonna get up early in the morning. We'll take a look at what's going on. We'll take a look at what we can expect, and then I'll have to bust out of here and head to work. So that's why it's just as important. You know, we're gonna have to have apps on our phone. Of course, weather radios. We're going to have multiple means to be able to get any warnings tomorrow, as I will not be live once we get past the 7:30, 7:40 time frame in the morning. Hi, Angie. Thank you. Yeah, Alan, 100%, brother. It could have been a lot worse last night. No, and I know I'm already a little bit behind in the chat, but MH, we, depending on what that low pressure system does, if it hangs out here in west central Missouri, we'll have another round of possibly severe storms tomorrow afternoon, starting around 3 o'clock. If that low pressure system stays down here around Springfield, where the bulk of activity is down here in southwest Missouri, then we'll likely not get hardly anything in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. So we're really dependent on where that low pressure system goes. Thank you, Janet. Put out a tornado watch tomorrow morning. You know, depending on, I don't think they'll put out maybe a tornado watch. They surprised me a little bit yesterday. They might do it today too, or tomorrow too. But I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that there may be a severe thunderstorm watch that gets posted rather early tomorrow morning. But you know, that's up to the National Weather Service. I don't have any input on that. But if that low pressure system is going to be coming up through Iola, Kansas, and centered right around west central Missouri, then we can expect to be under some sort of watch tomorrow morning. Oh, great! So I don't know if you guys seen the response, but Nader boys, they will be available for live coverage if needed tomorrow. So like I said, after 7:30, I'm gonna be heading to the day job. So, you know, you guys can jump over to Nader Boys. All you gotta do is like and follow their page, and you'll get notifications when they go live. And Isaac will be able to keep an eye on radar and any warnings or watches for the area. Actually, the other half of Nader Boys, he lived down closer to Springfield. So likely they're gonna have a pretty broad coverage over there on the Nader Boy stream. So make sure you guys jump in there tonight and get it ready, set to go in the morning, just in case we get these severe thunderstorms. Wow, Angie. So Angie reached out to me here a couple days ago, and she wanted to give something back, in which I'm very, very humbled by her act of kindness. But she wants a way to be able to help support our room. And so she has got she has an idea to come out with. She's taken this and running with it. She asked if I would allow it for her to do, and I said absolutely. So I'm kind of excited what she has planned. So anyway, thank you very much, Angie. Hey, Megan. Let me tell you the reason why can I share Nader Boys? Yes, I will. I will be more than happy to. So when I get off of here, or if Isaac, if you're on there, if you want to go ahead and put down your page's address for the Facebook page, you can throw it as a comment out there on Subby's. And then that way everybody know where to find you. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna post a little update in our Facebook group about what we can expect in the morning. I'm gonna tell everybody that I'll be up early in the morning giving an update. It's going to be pretty brief, but I'll throw that out there for those who couldn't make the stream tonight. And then I'll probably just sign off for the night and try to get some sleep, and then we'll be back at it first thing in the morning. So again, guys, unbelievable night last night. This is something we probably will not see again, and hopefully we won't for many, many years. So I actually had some veteran storm chasers send me personal messages today. I had our director of our nationwide Torcon group message me today. They've been doing this a whole heck of a lot longer than I have, and they've seen everything, and they have never seen something that unfortunately we were in the midst of last night. So just back to back, line to line tornadoes, little spin ups, just incredible. So we are very, very thankful, and we are very blessed that as of right now, there was no injuries here in West Central Missouri, or Missouri for that fact, over this severe outbreak that we had. And I also want to give a shout out to all of the first responders, the volunteer firefighters, 911 dispatch. Those are people who you don't think about during times like this, that they are absolutely overwhelmed with the amount of calls, the amount of stress that they're under. They did a fantastic job. I know our local here in Henry County always depend on them for their support. They did an outstanding job keeping everybody warned, setting off the sirens for those who needed the sirens set up for. They were paying attention to what the National Weather Service was saying. They were paying attention to our stream. They did a fantastic job, so I sure hope that they are listening. And if you see them out and about, make sure you give them a big thank you for doing what they do, because it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. Thank you, David. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and let's call this a night, and we will pick this up tomorrow morning. And after I get all the latest data together, we'll see what kind of risks that West Central Missouri will have for tomorrow morning, and again for tomorrow afternoon. The great news, man, we've got beautiful weather setting up for this weekend, which is Mother's Day weekend. All you moms out there, how about a Subby's Weather Talk going to bring you a sunshine 76 for the high on Sunday. So happy early Mother's Day to all the moms out there. So we got a beautiful weekend in store. We just got to get through a couple more bumps, and we can start to dry out. Yeah, I know that, David. Down on C, I got pictures of down at C between Iconium and Lowry along HH. I believe that's what it is, HH, and then again over just on the southwest side of Lowry City. Tons and tons of trees down. So it was definitely out there, guys. It was definitely out there last night. We're just very fortunate. It looks like it stayed out in mainly the rural areas. So, all right, guys. Everybody have a great rest of the night, and we'll be talking to you first thing in the morning. Kind of depends on what time I wake up. I will tell you I am setting my coffee pot for 5:30 in the morning. So we'll pick it up probably sometime between 5:30 and 6:15 in the morning. I will give a live stream starting soon. Warning out there for everybody so they can grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and we can go through this first thing in the morning. Have a great night, guys. We'll talk